Hi again, here we are to talk more about this WordPress theme. Someone asked about doing a full page background. I don't really want to do one in my example, but I'll do an example here just for the record, right? Here's my folder here, or my theme directory here, and then I have an images folder. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put an image in the images folder that I can use for a background. And let me get a picture here. I got a bunch of bird pictures. So I'll just use one of these birds here. How about this bird right here, right? So I'll copy my bird picture into the background. And there it is, right? So it says beautiful bird. I'm going to call this, I'm going to change it to background.jpg. Okay, how about that? That's a pretty good name. So I'll copy it there. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into my style sheet here. Let me open the style sheet, right? I'll need to have a style sheet. So I'll open up style CSS. And there we are, right? So here we are. And what I want to do is just assign this to the body tag. So I'll say, background is URL images / background.jpg, no repeat, right? And that'll just put the image in the background. Okay, so if I refresh it here, there I got a giant bird in the background, right? But it's not really filling the entire page, right? It stops here. So to get it to fill the page, what we'll do is we'll say background size, and then there's a few options here. You can do auto, contain, and cover. I'm going to choose cover. Okay, and what that's going to do is it's going to fill the entire page. What we're seeing here is essentially contain. Okay, so the contain option would look like what we have now, where the image doesn't, the whole entire image fits on the screen, but it doesn't fill, right? When we do cover, the image will expand to fill the entire area and leave nothing blank, but that means some of the image will bleed off the edges, right? Okay, so we'll save that and we'll refresh. And there we go. Now we got a huge image that takes up the entire screen, and that looks pretty good. It's making my site look a little like the National Geographic, but that's okay. So anyway, so we're good there, right? So let's take this one step further, though. What if you wanted to have a different background, or maybe only a background on the home page, and then not have a background on the interior pages? How can you solve that? Well, WordPress supplies us with a special function called the body class, okay? And body class adds class names to the body tag depending on what you're viewing. So it depends on the context of what you're viewing. I'm going to go to my header PHP and find the opening body tag. So here's the body tag on the page. And what I want to do is I want to add the PHP tag here. It's trying to give me that, but I don't want it, right? So I'm going to add just the PHP tag inside the body tag, so you can't lose this little arrow on the end here. So this is the body tag. Normally you would have just typed, class equals, right? But what we're going to do is we're going to put in PHP, and see, it did that again, right? And what's going to happen here is PHP is going to write the class in there. It's going to write the class attribute and values into the value for the class attribute. So what we type in here is we type in body class with the parentheses, okay? So right now I'll save that, and then we'll inspect our page, and this is before the changes, right? So right now the body tag looks like this, and WordPress has added class custom support because I'm logged in. Okay, so that's because I have the admin links at the top here, so it kind of knows, so it just throws that class on the body tag. But normally it would show nothing here if we weren't logged in. Now watch what happened now that I added the body class here. Watch what happens when we refresh. So now I have a whole bunch of classes, right? It says home, page, page ID 2, page template, home page, PHP, logged in, admin bar, custom support. So we have a whole bunch of stuff here now. So if we wanted to only have this background image on the home page, then we could use one of these classes that only appears on the home page. And you can kind of click around on your site and just inspect the body tag to see which classes appear. But I think the home class only appears when we're on the home page. Just this class right here, home, okay? So you can see, like, if I go to, social calendar, you'll see the class names change. So it says archive category, social calendar, category 4, logged in, admin bar, custom support, right? So home and page are missing now. I still get the bird picture, right? So how can we work with that? Well, what we're going to do is we're going to go back to our style sheet, and then this style right here, I'm going to move that. Let me actually close this tag off here, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to say body.home. So when this is saying when the body tag has the class home, then apply these styles. So if the body tag does not have the class home, then these styles do not apply. So we'll save that, and we'll refresh our page again, and refresh it in the browser here. And now you'll see that I'm on the subpage, the social calendar page here, and there's no background image. But if I go back to the home page, right, when I go back to the home page, then I get the background image, okay? So I don't really want the background image, but for anybody that's using it, this would be a great technique to use, right? And you could even put different background images on different pages depending on what the body class said, okay? So anyway, I hope that's helpful. Thanks for watching.